Imagine you're at the dock, your boat's already strapped to the trailer, and you're glancing at the hitch wondering if it's really going to keep everything steady on the way home. That nervous pause before you hit the gas is the exact moment I was thinking about when I first heard a friend say, "I need a hitch that won't make my trailer bounce like a roller coaster." If you've ever felt that same hesitation, stick around. I am going to walk through why the CURT 17520 TruTrack 4-pound trailer-mounted weight distribution system might be the answer, and the link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about why a trailer-mounted weight distribution hitch feels different from the traditional bumper-mounted setups most people are used to. With a bumper-mounted unit, you have to install the bars on your truck, line up the coupler, and then make adjustments while the trailer is already attached. It's a fiddly process, and any mistake can mean you're either under-leveraging the system or over-tightening it, which both lead to a rough ride and extra wear on your tires. The TruTrack design flips that script by moving the whole distribution mechanism onto the trailer itself. In practice, that means you walk up to the back of the trailer, click the quick connect coupling into place, and you're done. No need to climb under the truck or wrestle with a bunch of bolts on the tongue, just a solid, forged steel connection that locks in with a single motion. Now, I've spent a few weekends actually loading and unloading a 5,500-pound travel trailer with this system, so I can tell you what the advanced leveling claim looks like in real life. The spring bars on the TruTrack use the trailer's own weight to spread the load across all axles, which reduces the nose-down pressure on the tow vehicle. When I pulled away from the campsite, the trailer sat level without me having to manually adjust the bars. That matters because an uneven trailer can cause the rear of the tow vehicle to lift, leading to sway, especially in windy conditions. The integrated sway control in this hitch works by adding a dampening effect directly at the connection point, which translates to a smoother, more controlled ride on highways and even on those twisty back roads where you usually feel every gust. Who should consider buying this? If you're a frequent weekend warrior who tows boats, campers, or utility trailers that tip the scales near the 10,000-pound mark, the TruTrack's capacity and ease of installation are huge time savers. It also makes sense for owners who already have a truck with limited hitch options since the system sits on the trailer. You don't need a massive receiver on the vehicle. For small-scale DIYers who only tow a lightweight cargo carrier once a month, the extra expense and the fact that you have to mount the bars on the trailer might feel overkill. In that case, a simple hitch with basic sway control could be enough. On the flip side, there are a few practical trade-offs to keep in mind. Because the weight distribution components are attached to the trailer, you're adding about 4,550 pounds of hardware that travels with you every time. For most people that's negligible, but if you're already fighting close to your vehicle's payload limit, that extra weight could shave off a few hundred pounds of usable cargo capacity. The quick connect coupling is undeniably convenient, but it also means you have to ensure the trailer's frame has the proper mounting points. Retrofitting an older trailer can get messy and might require a professional welder. Another nuance is that while the integrated sway control does a solid job, it isn't a substitute for good driving habits. Speeding through crosswinds will still make any trailer feel a little unsettled. One of the most telling real-world moments for me came on a rainy night when I was hauling a loaded boat back from a tournament. The road was slick, and a sudden gust knocked the trailer side side. With a standard hitch, I would have felt the trailer start to fishtail, forcing me to counter-steer aggressively. With the TruTrack engaged, the sway was barely noticeable. The trailer stayed pointed straight down the road, and I could focus on maintaining traction instead of fighting the trailer's motion. That's the kind of confidence the integrated sway control brings, not a flashy statistic, but a tangible reduction in driver fatigue and risk. Installation is straightforward, but it's not something you can just snap together in a few minutes if you've never done any hitch work before. You'll need a basic set of tools: a socket set, a torque wrench, and a level to make sure the coupling bolts down correctly and that the spring bars are aligned. The manual that comes with the kit is clear, with step-by-step diagrams, and the community around CURT products is pretty active, so if you hit a snag, there are plenty of videos walking you through each stage. Once it's on, the maintenance is minimal. the forged steel bars resist corrosion, and the quick connect coupling doesn't have moving parts that wear.